I'm Stephen Bynes, co-founder of European Passport, and I'm here with my business partner from Portugal, David Patricio. We're going to have a conversation with you today about fees. Clearly, participating in the Golden Residence Permit programme involves an expense, and more often than not, clients are asking, well, actually, what's the true cost of participating in this scheme? David, the cost to participate in the Golden Residence Programme when you acquire the residence route via real estate is a €500,000 investment. What are the other costs that are typically associated with getting European passport citizenship?
Yeah, before moving on to the actual cost of the programme as such, one needs to consider the costs involved in the purchase of the property. Costs which are often not spoken about, but they do exist. We have a property transfer tax, which is calculated based on the underlying value of the property being purchased, as well as the equivalent of a revenue charge or a revenue stamp. They call it the impost seal, which also is attached there. One also needs to consider the conveyancing charges that the lawyer who will be representing you in the process to do the due diligence and as well as the transfer of the property. Those are your property costs. The other category of costs are the government charges with reference to the actual program, published on the very much on the internet. There are the submission charges for each one of the applicants. Considering a family of possibly 2 parents and 2 children, one would need to consider that each one of these applications, when they get submitted, they have an application fee, and once they have been approved, assuming that the investment has been made, application done, there will be a government levy which is paid initially and then subsequently when they do renew the application.
So there are a number of different sort of official costs and charges associated with it, and clearly there are service costs associated with it as well. Is it fair to say then that participants in the programme should budget for about €100,000 on top of the investment to cover all of those expenses?
Yes, I think they will comfortably come away with change from €100,000. But because we like to take the conservative approach in relation to costing, yes, we understand that that this is a high net worth program, that the costs can be conceived to be substantial, but the benefits that clients will achieve through the program far exceed that cost. Yes.
Yeah. So because of all the sort of moving parts and the variables, about €100,000 on top of the €500,000 property investment gets you essentially there, correct?
Absolutely,
okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You will notice that when we're talking about this 100,000, it will flows out in stages. Most certainly, against on the renewals, it will only be in years 3 and 5, or 3 and 4 at least, that they will go out. But yes, 100,000, you're perfectly comfortable. Yeah.
So there you have it, about €100,000 on top of the €500,000 that it's going to cost you to purchase the property, and you'll be participating in the Golden Residence Permit on your way to European Passport in no time at all.